good. I got one last question, maybe two.
Okay.
How about achieving balance between these three subjects that we've been talking about: mind, body, spirit, money, health, relationships? What are some of your thoughts on that? Because obviously, if one is out of whack, then our entire lives become out of whack. If we're only focused on money, then relationships might suffer and health suffers, and you've seen that, I'm sure, and it's no good.
Yes, the three problems are like the equal three sides of a triangle, an isosceles triangle. And if you pull one side, the other sides will change. And so the most important thing, instead of saying there are only three problems, money, health, and relationship, I could redefine that to say there is only one problem, the problem of balance. And the way we keep that going is by being grounded in some habits. For example, we talked about the habit of being grateful. If we start that, if we do that even through our worst moments during the day, but at least once a day, and this is a habit I've had for years. Yeah, when I put it away, things didn't look that good. When I remembered to do it, they started looking differently. And you start feeling grateful. And you start feeling more alive. It's a feeling. It's our feeling. We can make ourselves feel whatever way we want by thinking ourselves into it, and that's not a Pollyanna thing. I can think myself into being scared of something or being excited about it. We all have that ability to do it. So what I would say to maintain balance is we've got to work with these principles of slowing down the conversation, speeding, getting sources of inspiration, which is a whole big lecture I gave once about how you do that, and staying inspired, enthusiastic, and grateful all the time, and then nothing will ever be able to touch you.
Okay. Very good. John, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question then for you. We talked about hitting rock bottom. Do you feel like people have to go to the rock bottom, to the deep, dark levels before they can appreciate all the things that they didn't have before and they can get it back, or is there some way that we can learn from others that have gone there before us?
Yeah, no, we don't have to go there. Actually, we don't even have to get anywhere near there. The only reason I've always been this kid who grew up testing boundaries and being creative with how I did things and going to the edge of things. I'm the guy who was almost gored by wild buffaloes in Africa, almost ran over by elephants in India, almost attacked by gorillas in another part of Africa. Lots of things like that. Almost got blown up in planes and almost held captive by a native tribe. Stuff like that happened to me, and it's like I pushed the window because I might have wanted to make things a little bit more exciting, or maybe I was just foolish. I didn't have to lose everything. I could have kept it, but some part of me made me do that. And I think we learn from others and what they have done. Now, if I were to look at it again, I'd say, I don't want to do it that way. That was not very creative, and I could have learned it in some other ways. And this is what when you mentioned, can we learn this from others? We could. We could look at them and say, I learned the good things they did and the things that didn't work, and I'm going to use the good parts and put together a conglomeration of ourselves based on the goodness or the things that work in other people, but keeping in mind this caveat: some things work for some people and some don't, except the universal things.
That's very good. I think that's probably a good way to end it.
Well, thank you. I could talk with you forever because it's always so good, my friend.
Yeah, it's wonderful catching up with you a little bit, and thank you so much for sharing some of these distinctions and some of your unique perspectives on this.
Well, thank you, Yannick, and I'll see you soon in a couple of months maybe, and I hope you get to come to this thing in Atlanta where we will be talking about it. We will be going into areas that most people in the normal business world will never go into. We'll be talking about dreams and the messages. We'll talk about alternate time travel. We'll talk about some of the very things we talked about, but we will show how to do them.
Very good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
You take care, my friend.
Okay, John.
To Missy.
Okay, have a great evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you,
Dennis.
Fish.